Hey, you know me. I like it when teams pick up heroes that can go for utility items like mech or pipe. I do think it's very underrated to not go for these items, especially on heroes that can or maybe even should build into them. But I definitely think this might be something worth looking into. Their heroes so far are not necessarily not really tanky. They do have a bit of I think Puck has a magic resist talent. I'm not 100% sure right now. Actually, no, he has a magic amplification. Anyway, so in that regard, yeah, you definitely want to consider that, especially, there's also like a push potential kind of thing where Puck and Juggernaut aren't really the best to deal with the wards. They're just very annoying, and you don't really want to get kited as the Juggernaut. I'm actually surprised they picked the Juggernaut into it, because Venomancer can kite him around quite nicely.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
This I wonder what kind of lineup they're going for. Yeah, they do have a lot of sustain, but their push is also outside of the sustain not really that strong just yet either. The lanings are, I feel like they're too transparent with the lanes. The Juggernaut is very unlikely going to be mid. It is possible, with Juggernaut mid and Puck off lane, that is still possible, but it is super unlikely. It seems more likely to have, traditional Juggernaut safe and Puck mid, because I don't know, that's just how Dota works. I feel like having the Juggernaut mid would actually be a weakness in this lineup right now, because you want the Juggernaut on the safe lane with the Witch Doctor to then push into the tier 1. And in fact, I think they have a good lineup right now. They're very flexible with everything, really. They don't really give anything away. They have the Earthshaker to divert those pushes, and they have a lot of control right now to deal with the Puck, or even the Juggernaut in worst case scenario.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Queen of Pain. So it's a core Venomancer, carry Venomancer, which we see in NA a lot. EG started the trend, and then other teams started picking it up. It is very strong for a lot of reasons. The Venomancer can just split push. Is sort of self-sustainable. A bit difficult to gank once he picks up certain items. But with the DK, that definitely rounds out the Comanche lineup a bit more.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
You need more control. Earth Spirit could be an option. You definitely need like a lot of control to deal with the Queen of Pain. Otherwise, you don't really have anything aside from the Puck. I guess you have the Witch Doctor and the Dragon Knight, but those aren't really like reliable ways to deal with the Queen of Pain, because the DK would need a blink or a setup, and the Witch Doctor cask is also something she can blink away from. So ideally, you get something that can deal with that. Potentially, also has a lot of burst damage by himself, because otherwise, in the mid game, Comanche doesn't really have any damage. DK doesn't really deal that much damage instead of Breathe Fire. Juggernaut is also very limited to spells in the mid game. Early mid game certainly. Puck, yeah, but since he's an offlaner, he's not going to get as many levels. So I think they need a roaming support that can deal with all of that. And maybe even they go greedy and go for a jungler. that could work as well if they want to go greedy lineup. But no, they go with a Bounty Hunter.
That's
damage, but no control.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
It should be an offlane. It could be. Yeah, it could be an aggro lane, but I believe Nongrata is their offlaner. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I literally just said, you know, Nongrata is the offlane player, so it probably is an offlane Venom. Yeah, they could go for an aggressive Treading though. They could go for an aggressive Treading with a Razor. Razor is one of those heroes that can excel in an aggressive Treading scenario, and even against. And then the Bounty Hunter is weak against Trellings because he doesn't really do anything in Trellings. His only sort of power is the fact that he can deal a little bit of damage, and he can be nuisance. But in Trellings, that's not sustainable. So if they did go for an aggressive Trelling, what could he really do? He could be nuisance towards the Queen of Pain, that's for sure. Maybe against the Venomancer, but like I said earlier, the Venomancer is fairly tanky actually, and can be very sustainable given certain items. Is this a core shaker? Is this a core shaker?
Love to see that actually, but support co-op from Azik. Oh man, this is a dream. This is what we're expecting. Just some bit of clowny way, not exactly clowny drafts, but less conventional ways to run these drafts.
Their match, and apparently he already played a roaming co-op against Newbee, and they lost.
Prepare for battle.
Play with least deaths. We'll say Mountain survives a lot. First player to get 50 last hits. Yeah, that's exactly. Pain. No wait, that's not the mid. Afternoon J. Total number of trees destroyed. Last time there were no heroes that would destroy trees. It was still at 51 to 175, so I'll pick that.
Plays like a 50 demise.
50 nice.
Venomancer. Trust in the Venomancer. Oh wait, it's an offlane Venomancer.
I'll pick Afternoon J. He's gotta be the most bastard.
30
again,
seconds.
there's also a Bounty Hunter. It's actually Martin.
This is gonna be fun. Like you correctly pointed out, the fact that he's up against a DK makes it much easier for him to, you know, sustain himself in lane and get lost hits. But because of the Bounty Hunter, I am not too sure whether that is still true.
The battle begins.
We have seen one of those yesterday, I believe, against Newbee, or who picked it up?
We definitely saw it, but I can't remember who right now.
That had quite a bit of an impact. Where it started off like 1 or 2 courier kills, actually hero kills here and there. So Screen can do the same thing. That's a hero that can work out, but they can't if he gets caught out. I mean, King R has Holding Onto Dust. Gotta be a bit fearful of that.
That has to be annoying for Alpha Ninja. He's already getting dual lane, and then there's like a Bounty Hunter waiting at the back of the lane for Courier. But this does free up the lane for Nongrata. An offlane Venomancer can succeed if he's in 1v1 scenario.
Gonna be 1v1 for too long. Bounty Hunter's about to reveal himself. Spin. He has anti-do some damage on the body blocks. And the normal Venom Snow. But Nongrata still very much alive and kicking. Has to be careful not to get hit by that extra damage though. still a two. He was sitting at each other this entire time.
I'm curious how this roaming Queen of Pain is going to work out. Or, well, I guess the question is, you know, who are they going to allocate more farm to, the Queen of Pain or the next assassin? You would think that you would want to give it to the.
I think you can get away with just giving the assassin priority that you get to level 6. So like the XP priority at the very least, but Queen of Pain is the hero that like ideally wants to transition into Queen of Pain. As a core Queen of Pain.
Or Shaker might just die.
Oh wow.
So close, but King R's
It
gonna
was
die.
a mercy killing.
Got the tail end of that. The
Well,
Bounce, Maledict? Yeah.
No, yeah, they just fought for like a solid 20 seconds or something. But Arzik is their 5 position support, so I did just check the last game. He definitely had much less farm than King R, so this is just a 5 position Queen of Pain and not even a 4 position one.
Yeah. I'm not sure I feel about that one. I mean, can do some things with just levels, but he's fast mid game. Yeah. I might catch him. He points up in Gale, that'll do it too.
All this.
King R!
Oh, the Korean! What? Oh my god.
Oh, it's gonna feel so bad. How?
You
You don't expect an Invis Nyx at level 2.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And it had the bottle as well.
Oh,
No, wait,
didn't
wait,
have
no,
it.
no, no.
It didn't
Oh.
have it. Don't lie
H
to me.
has the
dude.
bottle. H has the bottle.
I
just didn't see another-
RC comes through with the with the blink in fissure. Try to run interference here, but trying to right click H, but he kept the deny off.
Cute.
Oh man, Alpha Ninja almost takes out the Maledict. This is an interesting mid lane to say the least. More the ways than one.
I mean, hey, we wanted this, didn't we?
We did indeed. I'm not complaining. Just saying, man. It's so much fun.
H already brought the flying courier recipe with him.
So Alpha Ninja is kind of not dominating this lane thanks to this 2v2 scenario.
Bountiful.
Which Doctor
Well,
helping
even
get the upper hand.
even if he hadn't been dual lane, I don't think it's that of an easy lane to dominate. So overall, I'm not even sure this dual lane accomplished what it wanted. Sure, they got a kill on King R, but they also lost the courier. So, to say the least.
Oh well. Pretty he's keeping up with the levels. Han is getting no tree farm up top. Huck just Hakon just trying to weave in and out. He's his own level 4, so in that sense everyone's getting really what they want really. Grada, same for him, almost level 5, but now he gets rubbed around again. This time around, 2 points up into spin and some extra slows. This will be a dead hero. I think he got the healing ward, so some extra gold coming his way regardless, but
On mid lane,
it's
Alpha
great
Ninja
that-
is stunned up.
Okay. Get the fissure out. H might actually die here, but that Maledict.
for it.
Oh, but last take from himself. Not gonna be enough to keep him safe, so.
Might even kill this Nyx assassin,
Oh,
yeah.
they might indeed.
Oh, not
So
enough
close.
mana. Very close. See, now it's definitely worth it to have this dual lane mid, but
Park lane again, Nagrada. Setting up against Oxen here, but the spin means that all you have is right clicks. And that's not enough. Zeke trying to finish it off, but only has level 2. Blink's just short. Or at least they'll force Oxen to TP out, but damn.
level 2
Juggernaut
Queen of
getting
Pain,
early kills towards that one. Towards that hero,
Radiant's
not
top
exactly
tower is
the
under
best way to
attack.
go.
level 2 Queen of Pain, not exactly, you know, threatening.
Yeah. Maybe with the help of King R, they get the slow off from the dust. They finish the screen off, but King R. Creeps almost finish him off.
Is under attack and body.
Zeus ult now, please.
Bounty Hunter also frustrated and kept pinging him, like, guys, 1 HP, somebody do something.
That's where everyone pings like TP on cooldown. I don't have a TV. No mana. Just all these excuses. Screen is still doing fine though, right? I think 1, 2, and 2. He's still involved in it. He's getting his levels.
Oh, for sure, it could be worse. It could definitely be worse, but it also could be much better. They haven't, or I guess they haven't really found the high priority targets with him that they wanted to. They did get the Bishop earlier, but without him. They might get just Veterancer, which would be nice. Yep.
Yeah. As soon as Oxen picked up these phase boosts, just a free kill every single time the cannon crosses this knife.
Yep, and that's where they have to start wondering, should we, you know, move a support there permanently? The next assassin was there earlier, but he constantly moves back again. And if you look at the levels on the supports on the Dire's side, they're actually so low level. Oh, never mind. Queen of Pain did hit level 4. Alright. That is still fine. It's still not great either.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Compared to like the
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, the lane also recognize that you block him in with the vision, so that was the other cast bouncing through, and that's a very tanky hero. Being established stolen, the Echo Slam comes out, not been connecting in anybody, but they still get the kill. But it won't cost you, they only lost after the amount. Made rotation just to die. Screen, no tractors yet, or else it would have been absolutely disastrous. Zeke doesn't have to blink, so can't finish off the puck here, so he can instead go down some right clicks onto the Witch Doctor together with King R. That'll be that. I think the Sentry Ward expired, so you can't get lasted on the Observer Wall. Are you freaking kidding me?
The funny thing is, he died. Like the Witch Doctor died because he did want to get that D Ward. If he hadn't gone for the D Ward, he would have survived as well. A bit of a questionable decision to go for the DK when he had a DD rune and his Dragon form on. That was just asking really for trouble. That's why the trade was definitely not favorable. Well, I guess at least the support's got a lot of levels, or a bit of experience, I suppose. Almost level 5 on both the Queen of Pain and the next assassin. But yeah, they're still definitely behind in comparison to the Witch Doctor and the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter almost level 6, actually.
Alright, I have one question for you. How are they destroying so many trees? Because the prediction just popped up. I guess there's a few Quelling Blades here on the field, but...
Quelling Blades, yeah. Quelling Blades, Tangos. I mean, if everybody starts off with like a set of Tangos, that's already, what, 20, 40? Yeah, 40?
Yeah.
40 trees. So, and then just 10 Quelling Blade hits. That should be enough.
Well, if you need a prediction guide, always go for the 51 to 175 at the very least.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's very easy to hit. It's very easy to hit.
Alright. How's the effect recovering from this? Because right now, the highest farmer is still quite a ways away from the laser on top. I kind of want to be ahead.
Well, the issue for effect is that they don't have a core that is going to come online fairly soon. The Earthshaker mid, he won't get a Blink Dagger anytime soon. I mean, he's going for treads now, and then because he's had not the best thing, he's not going to get to like a mobility item anytime soon, and their supports certainly aren't either. So the only thing they really can do is just try and slow down the game a bit and try and farm up safely. This may not help.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Use of spells on No-Shake Illusion, nothing major, unfortunately. But they did commit the Dragon Knight ultimate, so we'll try and finish off this tower effect. Getting ready to fight Showing himself hard now. Well, that's a good vision block, but not quite good enough. Naya able to just walk it off, and that'll be that. At the very least, they keep the tower alive for a little bit longer.
No,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And they did invest 4 heroes into this. Oh, they're still gonna go for it.
Oh, wow. Wait, get him here. Don't think he expected that. He's trying to keep me out and okay. That was very decisive.
By the way, this Queen of Pain doesn't even have boots. Just going straight for the Veil of Discord.
We just forget you don't have boots.
You know what? I'm just gonna do that in my next pub game. I'm gonna blame pro players for this.
No. That's an actual hashtag blame skim moment. Just can't just waltz it off on team effect.
But yeah, I think that these kind of pickups are great for effect, obviously, but at the same time, they can't really always go for this. They invested 4 heroes for this. They were also a bit lucky because I don't think the DK expected this at all. And overall, it is great. It just buys them a lot of time, but they should still try and slow down the game a little bit. Try and not die by the Juggernaut. Is that fine? Alright, he's gonna survive.
They actually have nothing TP. He doesn't have TP right now. Screen. Oh, he's caught out by Zeke. He's on 6.
Oh, they killed the Juggernaut!
Oh, what they do? Oh, no way!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh.
Just track him down inside the ropes. Alright, that's good.
I guess they get the tower with the catapult.
Dire's structures are
Yeah, you can't deny
fortified.
against catapults.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Good couple of kills, especially the Juggernaut, who's been starting to get out of control. Green as well with level 6. Like every single track kill that they get is just gonna skew things more and more in favor of Comanche. These kind of skirmishes.
This Queen of Pain is absolutely hilarious to me. No boots, and I'm not even sure if it's gonna go for Villa Discord because the Venomancers are obviously going for one. I'm not sure they need two, but still,
I mean, it's some good value even for support.
Yeah.
Squad, isn't it?
Definitely, it's one of the best, most value items for any interior really.
Dire's top
Looks
tower
like
is
top
under
lane
attack.
Comanche will try and go for a push here.
It's only KeyArena up here
Radiant's
now. He's
bottom
being tracked
tower
up.
is under attack.
Good troubles. To win, Ox committing for that, but man, wait for that. With TP, slowing the damage. Couple of right clicks down, they need control to switch him off, and instead the control comes from Hakon. They find another bit of a nuke on the screen. Should have been also with the track. He will stick out the damage over time. Now the cast bouncing very close to the heroes here now. Back up to the high ground here, bring down the Queen of Pain. Another spin. Also brings them rather low. He's also tracked up at this point. Therefore, keeping them away, keeping them committing here onto the Switch Doctor and Oxen, just ready to clean house. Can't quite get mad because he's tanking up with the ultimate going.
One
Also
TP.
quite a few track kills in the middle of that.
Unfortunately for them, the Earthshaker didn't have a TP, and even if he had one, it was on cooldown. That is unfortunate for them. They got kited very well. I think Comanche, it was a very smart decision to go back into that fight with the Witch Doctor and the Juggernaut as backup. Beautiful coil from the Puck as well, and overall just overextension from a fact. I just don't think they should be trying to force these fights. Their lineup is just not made for those fights. For those,
especially now it's that staggered. I mean, I'm not sure how far his ultimate was, whether he kind of had to pop it. Maybe still some extra time, but yeah, he kind of got the steal and stun. Immediate follow for here. This is better, and you already have marked over the stack link. One more right click will do the trick. The Omni Slash comes down, will not nearly be enough damage, but it might put him over the edge with the Maledict in the end. That will take out that. So much damage. Screen. Oh, he's still fighting here. That's a lot of burst damage from the shirt toss as well. A couple right clicks here and there with your. That's a double kill for Age. He's just snagging these one off. Meanwhile, the back up with Jay. What is he doing here? Oh.
well, he was also very close to his Blink Dagger. Almost had it. And now he's still 500 gold away from it.
Oh, Skin.
Dire's top tower is under
I don't
attack.
know. The fact, again, I just don't see why they force these fights. Like you pointed out, I think it would have been a good pickoff if they just get the Juggernaut right. But the Earthshaker coming in there, I don't know, that was a bit too forced. Maybe felt a bit guilty from the last engagement where he couldn't be part of. But overall, I just...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's it.
I can definitely understand just trying to fight, but when you're so close to these kind of core items, like Afro Ninja with the Blink, he would have probably had it by now if he just farmed it up. Then, not sure if the Veil was up already on a Venomancers at that point, so... But yeah, I mean...
But the thing is, their lineup doesn't even fight that well just yet. Especially, of course, because they do not like it. Overall, the abilities on Comanche are just that much stronger without items right now. And I feel like, in fact, they need items in order to be able to fight. You do want something more on the Razor, Sanj or Yasha, maybe both even. Similarly, the Venomancer earlier, when he did use it, was without the support. Queen of Pain is dead.
Yep.
And she's just a support, so obviously she can't really contribute much either. Earthshaker, without ability, is just not that great of a hero right now, so I'm not sure why they keep forcing those fights. If they can find a pickoff like they did earlier, that's great, but they should just not overcommit for them.
Yep. Radiant's middle tower is under
maybe
attack.
now Afro Ninja picked up the big old item.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Poured out potentially. KeyArena, I'm not sure if he actually saw him. He's actually tracking Hakon.
I'll take that
Easy
as
Witch to
tribute.
kill otherwise, but...
Yes!
Newbee,
He wants this puck so badly. His teammates are also very much behind him. He has to hit the stun without the hit, I think.
Bountiful.
I think so, yeah. He would have needed.
It's already not gonna happen. Bit obvious because Puck did have the vision on the Queen of Pain and the Earthshaker because of the ward that the Witch Doctor placed earlier. If it hadn't been for that, or if there had been smoke, that might have been a kill. But also a very good ward. And yeah, like you said, if he had seen the Witch Doctor, maybe he also would have known about the ward, because the only reason for the Witch Doctor to be there is really just for their purposes.
Just one of these things that you just miss by like 1 or 2 seconds. Because the cool thing is they won't even know about it. They don't even know that it was so close, but we do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna have to take what they get. Effect now. Moving up sort of as 5, saying what they want
Dire's
to do
middle
next
tower
Jay.
is under attack.
Radiant's
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I
attack.
don't think you want to go mid right now, dude.
Oh, they do have a blink.
Dire's middle tower has
Tower's
fallen.
already dead. King Arcee's 3
Radiant's
heroes.
bottom
Reverse
tower
strong heroes.
is under attack.
Rowan, a tanky Dragon Knight. Andrada still setting up bottom together with Martin. Scouted out by Screen, but now
Radiant
back there.
structures are fortified.
Now with 2 heroes being left, maybe you can go on
Radiant's
them.
bottom
Stun
tower
will only
is
hit
under
one.
attack.
Silence comes through. Follow the vision. Puck Echo Slam brought down here with Sonic Wave also. Hitting on the Dragon Knight. Do they have anything left to cancel? The answer is no. That's a bit unfortunate, not getting the Dragon Knight. Here on bottom. Screen got the TP out. Still dead?
No. Yeah, a bit awkward. You definitely want to get that DK kill there as well. They invested quite a bit into that. But again, these are the good takeoffs. They made sure that this was a secure pickoff. They knew where the Witch Doctor was, they knew where the Juggernaut was, so yeah, sure, let's just go for
Radiant's
this.
middle tower
I
is
don't think
under
they saw
attack.
the Dawn Cancer, but I'm not sure that would have made the difference anyway. But just interesting thing I wanted to note, this Witch Doctor is level 11, the same level as the almost the same level as the cores on the other side. I don't know why, but he's just spent the last almost like 5 minutes just farming.
Why not? Gotta farm to let it go.
Pain without consequence.
Opened it up, but yeah, obviously slash now to Zeke. Didn't have to blink off cooldown. Sad face.
Minus MR. That's all I have to say. Gotta.
How was your cast, by the way? You casted on.
Oh yeah, I did do the thing. It was actually pretty fun. We casted in front of 150 people. That was a weird, like.
There's probably some more watching in game, so shout out to you guys. Hashtag Shameless Plug, follow us at Skip Gaming and at Dragon of Dota.
Dire's bottom tower is under
All of
attack.
that dream
Watch
ball.
this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Be dead. Man is there to try something around. He gets a little bit just started on Oxen. And he can keep it up. King R, he's dragged up, but he still gets a stun on the Witch Doctor. That should be counter kill. Gets alive with a mech here for a little bit longer. And Harkon, well, get a counter kill. Episode ends up being 1-1 for now, but Screen, well.
Yeah, they had a sentry. They had a sentry placed.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
believe somebody even popped the dust, but I'm not 100% sure. Overall,
I think he had the dust on him at the end there, but he had the sentry. They're keeping vision.
Overall, still great engagement from Comanche. They found the Venomancer kill and only traded both supports for it, and I believe it was a Trek kill as well. I'm not actually entirely sure. Either way, a bit unfortunate if the Venomancer gets his ultimate off there. Maybe they can even get more kills. But overall, I don't know. It's this one ward. This one ward that the Witch Doctor placed earlier. It prevented the kill on the Puck earlier, and now it enabled this kill on the Venomancer because they knew nobody was there.
So overall, I mean, if you look at the graphs, it's not actually that big of a network advantage by the numbers, but you think Comanche is still on a good path with the way this phase is going?
For sure. The fact that the DK and the Juggernaut are farmed is a good sign. The Puck theoretically doesn't necessarily need to be
Radiant structures are
up there in terms
fortified.
of net worth, so I think they're in a
Radiant's middle
good path,
tower
but
is under
I still worry about their defense. Basically,
Radiant's
against the
middle tower
Venomancer
has
siege.
fallen.
What do they really do once the Venomancer has set up like 10 wards or so, and they have to fight against that? And then this Razor, there's so much control with the Earthshaker, with the Nyx Assassin. I just don't think they really have that potential, so I think they need to pull ahead even further and
Well, they initiated with the Echo Slam and everything, including the kitchen sink being run on the Juggernaut, and they do finish off that kill. What cost though? Look at this turnaround here with the cast bouncing back. They already claimed Alpha
He
Ninja.
just stunned the catapult.
What?
DK, please.
Oh, come on.
He misclicked, and otherwise it would have been a stun on the Razor, but he stunned the catapult. Well, yeah,
That was
at
a
what
quick
cost,
fire round
really?
of 1-to-1 trades. Yes.
I would say that both sides didn't really invest too much either, in terms of, you know, abilities. It's not like they committed the Venomance Ultimate for this, for example, right? Yeah. And it's not like the Puck uses Dream Coil or whatever, but overall it's
I
still...
think Sonic Wave, though, it's still a pretty big one here.
I guess, yeah, that's a good point. But, you know, it's at the end of the day, it's also support, just a support, quote-unquote. But still, it's still very questionable for Effect to take these kind of
Dire's
engagements.
middle tower is under attack.
For now, I guess it is sort of in their favor because Juggernaut was higher, or still is higher net worth than the Earthshaker. But the Earthshaker does not have great farm for a core Earthshaker.
Man, looking back to Roche Pit now, which is another target that neither team really has any time taken, I suppose. Are there any challenges up on the
Juggernaut.
Okay, gonna go again. They will be able to finish him off another time. That only stash from the heroes should be fine, but Mechanism and the healing was still going, keeping him alive, ready for turnaround. The rest of his team putting out a lot of damage here towards Matt as well. Rada goes on ultimate off.
Well, they get the
kind of crazy laggy here and stun from King out on point on that. The bounce back though from the cast. Keep both King out and Rada on the fight, and that allows the rest of them to focus on the raids. A high value target taken out, Shaco. Or Hakon. Getting a double kill in the end. Yeah, though, Rada still not done yet. Gale on 2, King Art trying to go for the stun this time, it will be dodged now. The spin, no by mana, no by defensive utilities, it just go way too far. Very questionable decision to go up high ground into Shrine like this.
Yes. By the way, do you see the 2 wards inside the Shrine?
I do indeed.
That is like the
I'll take that as tribute.
it's the flag ward all over again.
I know,
No,
right?
it's an observer in a sentry.
Okay.
Anyway, that was once again a questionable fight. I do think it was great the way they thought, you know, they were about to take the kill on the Juggernaut. They timed it perfectly with his spin. Oh, Azek, is he gonna die? Should be able to escape. But yeah, they didn't have any vision past the lane really. They do have a deep ward next to the tier 2, but they didn't see the others close to the Roshan pit. If they had known that, they would have probably never engaged there. And great response from Comanche. The great spell usage as well with the Witch Doctor and the Puck.
Let's go for the Zeke. They get the section here. Oh, okay, that was an ultimate. They bring both of these down.
The thing is, if this was any other lineup, I'd probably say, you know, just go Roshan, and they might still do it, but man, their Roshan is like, they just don't deal that much damage right now. Yeah. If the Puck was alive, they could probably contest this.
It's gonna take them a while. I also stole another effect Roshan. Didn't like.
Only heroes.
But is Roshan like half a hero?
No.
Like as he's coded. See, he's like doing hero damage. He's canceling styles and shit.
Yeah, but he's not really affected by anything that affects heroes.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Oh, you mean like amplify damage? Anyway, it does work. It's alright.
Dire's top tower.
Now, after J, he's pretty dead. It's all you need to know too, or is he? Maybe not. That's a fact.
If the Death Ward had automatically targeted Alpha Ninja, he would have actually been dead. That was actually not a bad play from the Witch Doctor. It's a bit of a shame that he died, and this might cost them a tier 2 tower, but, you know, well, it was a cute play.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And holding onto the Aegis, it can go super ham, still maybe survive. Screen started to set up here with the tracks, so that'll be useful in a number of ways.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Hakon is sitting in the side in case there's an opening, but Effect is very concerned about this. Just let
Look at these wards. Plague wards. It is absolutely annoying to deal with this, and you could see how hesitant they were. Part of that is because they didn't have the Witch Doctor with them and they didn't really want to commit to a fight, but part of that is also because if the two heroes, the Dragon Knight and the Juggernaut, just walk up there, they get kited by, or they get slowed down by the Plague Wards quite significantly. That is going forward going to be a huge concern. The fact that Benz can kite them around and slow them down like that. If he goes for other utility items, maybe like a Heaven's Halberd, that could be even more significant.
I do not necessarily agree with this rotation here, unless they can somehow get Martins. All's ready, yeah. Either T2, they're committing with the command top, but there's no TPs to help them out, so it'll still be a death. Back on 5. Ended up working out, but was very uncommon to see the team that doesn't have the agents smoke up like this, go towards high ground. I mean, the smoke was even popped by Zeke, but ultimately not able to run far enough away.
It wouldn't have been that bad of a movement if the creep wave had been a bit closer towards the tower. That would have meant that they definitely take a tier 2, but because the creep wave is so far out, it probably can't translate into an objective. They might be able to force it, but Effect could technically fight it. They just did take a tier 2 themselves, and they could even slow down the push if the Nyx assassin has moved towards the creep wave, but not to. And the Dragon form runs out. But looks like they're gonna just forfeit the tower, maybe?
Yeah. Tower will definitely fall before they can get here.
Tower has fallen.
I think I'll look in the back, maybe like if they're all TPing out here, maybe we can cancel one of these, and oh, he tried to go for it. Showing off the Blink Dagger, but just a tad bit too late. That could have turned into a pretty good kill. It was not to be. Straight off the 1-for-1 trade, of course a tier 2 mids, not sure if you can even count that as a trade, that was brought down so low from earlier. Now Azik down bottom. The blink out. Big tracks. Invisibility. To catch up. Where's their screen? See something.
By the way, I absolutely love the screen for this item build with the mech. And once he has Guardian Greaves, it's gonna be even better. This utility bounty hunter is absolutely great. He could even transition himself into Solar Crest himself. Very good item choice so far. And he could also, be the one to go for the pipe once he has the Guardian Greaves.
Group up at the top lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Straight up tower kill. They still hold on.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They have to be very choosy about fights that they want to take. Instead, they're on the other side of the map, all across here, just popping actions, trying to get that excited. So the few later Juggernauts, so coming up to huge damage amplification, and Yules on the Paki's working.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
How far do you want to let Vector?
Well, since Hakon can't TP, you shouldn't contest it. At least not for the next 5 seconds. They might afterwards. Glove is gonna delay it. But since this is just extra time for the Venomancer to build up the wards, I'm not even sure you should go.
Okay, instead Spectre's going in here to find the lockdown. Onto the bounty hunter, gets a 4-step down, should actually be able to survive now. Def one on top of the coil here, a lot of damage being done to half an engine. Nograda comes in to try and trade for the Screen with that ultimate. Trades, that's it. Only the Aegis gonna get him the second time. Blink up to the high ground. They do see him and they do cancel that particular teleport. Now Alpha Ninja is caught between a rock and a rock here. These are two big statue things on the other side of the double kill for Ox. They only lost the bounty hunter, did they?
Only lost the bounty
Radiant's top tower.
Oh! What is King Ao doing? Why is he in the base?
That's a good question. I didn't quite follow it. He might have thought that it was the safest place for now. It wasn't. I guess the Dire did take the tier 2 tower, so that's sort of okay. But overall, I just don't know why they take these fights. They take these fights where they don't even have vision. They have a good ward behind. They had a good ward behind them. Again, I was just about to make a point how they set up the wards, so it's going to be difficult for Comanche to take the fight to them. So why did they fight in a place where they didn't have any vision and they didn't have the plague ward set up either? So they just deliberately choose to fight on the terms that are disadvantageous to them, and well, they paid for it very dearly. And their items just don't support, or their position in this game just don't support the kind of behavior or style that they're exhibiting right now. They don't have the greatest items on this Earthshaker. Once he gets caught out like that, what is he gonna do? With a track, he can't use his Shadow Blade really, and he's gonna be stuck there. He doesn't have the ability just yet. He's gonna be close.
He's going to Zeke check up, but not quite there just yet. He snaps the coil. But not sure toss, but he's far enough out of range.
This next assassin might die. Shocker's gonna. Yep. That should be dead.
He's making a fight for it. He actually gets Link out, so well played from KeyArena.
He's actually gonna get out.
He's.
Oh,
they really want to. Although the field blade on the slash, yeah, it's a lot of hate. The bounce back to the creeper by KeyArena. He's still alive. Oh, that would have been amazing if he somehow got another blink out.
That's a lot of tight bot.
Yeah, a lot of space created. Look at mid.
Dire's
That's
bottom
creep
tower
wave.
is under attack.
Battling at the tier 3 tower. Decent chunk of damage.
But yeah,
Radiant's top tower is
in
under
effect,
attack.
just overall, in my opinion,
Dire's
just don't
bottom
really.
tower is under attack.
I think the way they play is way too aggressive, and you know how we just cast Vega being very hesitant, even though they had like a huge advantage. It feels like Effect think they are ahead further than they really are, or they feel pressured, which I'm not sure they should feel, because I think going into the late game, or it's not even the late game, but just, you know, going into the next 10 minutes or so, once the Razor gets big and once the Venomancer gets even bigger, I'm not sure Comanche can really fight that well into it.
Take that as
I say that now, but obviously since they did give away a lot of like crucial kills, that's going to be much easier for Comanche going forward.
invisibility.
It's, by the way, the DK with the pipe.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Not the most common hero to pick it up, but I guess if you don't have a BKB, you're also getting below with a better ultimate. And you definitely need some sort of pipe against the Venomancer just to try and nullify his impact to some degree. Both that as well as the... There's a lot of other magic damage. But now with Shocker, he's still alive, he echoes them as he can be committed. Finish him off, and now up in the mid. Oh, it's tracked up in the Sun Shadow Blade, what you were talking about earlier. That's an easy track kill, then also get the next assassin, so... Not worse.
Again, they take these fights in regions where... I will say at least they did have a ward here, but that was still right next to the shrine, which they don't have any vision over, so they couldn't have known if there was backup coming or not. And they committed all of this for a support Witch Doctor, who's literally the lowest net worth in the game. So they just lost 2 heroes for that. And it's not even like they're getting too much out of the other lanes. Sure, their bottom lane is pushing in, but the DK can just CP in and prevent this push. And that's what he's doing. They might even find a kill here, with the Juggernaut coming in from the north.
Grotto doesn't have any TPs, kind of slow. Falls up to work. What can do really slow down that ultimate, which is pretty damn strong with that Agnum Scepter. So we will fall to it in the end. Fights out away at here. This arm now on the DK. So Hakon has to follow up. They will get the green lane. I'll dig that down. 1-4 trade in that sense. And that wasn't a crackle, I believe. Only Bart and Grotto got tracked down.
Did you see that huge blunder from the Queen of Pain with the ultimate?
Yeah, that's
yeah, that was... This is the kind of thing you can do if you have like 150 MS ping, but... Whew.
Or if you have a negative step, because at that point it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but still. Oh well, Effect, that was at least, you know, sort of okay still. They traded...
This here's right on top of you, that would be the now. Not the way to go. You need to lead off with some sort of stun. No Echo Slam, so you actually have instant stun, but I think you can wind up the fissure while still being in this.
Oh yeah, of course, you can. And I wonder why he went for the hit first. If he had like a Crystallis or a Daedalus, I could understand that's a lot of damage with the Shadow Blade, but without it, it feels very greedy, and I'm not even sure they would have needed that extra damage there. If anything, they desperately needed the control, but it's probably not a... And that was, once again, a fight we do not want to take, because it was right next to the shrine, which was still inactive at the time. They could have used it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Right, so stance, Comanche is trying to take advantage of all of these plays and misplays. Perfect.
Dire's
Be able
middle
to finish
tower
up the last
has
remaining
fallen.
tier 2 on the Dire's side. How far did they go here? Go high ground, or did they fall back towards roll?
I don't think they need to force anything. I think if you're Comanche, you definitely want to take your time for a little bit instead of getting a few more items. And honestly, as mean as this may sound, but you know that effect overextends, so just hope for them to overextend a little bit more, so you get, you know, a bigger advantage. The DK has to invest 2 items defensively, the pipe and the force staff. So you definitely need a damage item. He's gonna go for the MKB now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Once he has 1 damage item or maybe 2, then you could probably force something. But up until then, I think you just hope for effect to just keep overextending and trading unfavorably. They just traded the Bounty Hunter for Queen of Pain, which I guess is sort of nice. But again, Queen of Pain is high net worth.
Korea. Very dangerous positions here, but effect just a little bit too late to actually take advantage of it. They're all smoked up as 5. King Al didn't charge in with. And Comanche are very spread out right now. Screen will be the one to pop the smoke. Gets dusted up.
Holy shit.
Dire's top tower is under
They
attack.
just heard the cue for the invis and they're like, yo, let's roll.
Okay,
This
though, look
guy.
top. Awesome. And it's much good that shit to get to the tower. People already there. Now attacked. Well, they get the Roche. Everything is forgiven. Only rotated 1 back. That was Azik. Also them getting into this, but they don't have the best Roche item, especially not without Azik because he's so aggressive. They need him in here, so he's scrambling back. Away, Oxy stash in the middle of it. Bounces back out, back towards Roche. That was a bit interesting here, not really do much damage. Azik with a decent ultimate bouncing through, then flying off and entry in the side, speak me just yet. Yeah, it's just against his action abilities off against his Drag Knight, will be denied by Roche. Oh, what a fight. Not exactly the way Comanche wanted to take it. Puck not out of the woods yet either. King perhaps follow up with a blink. Did he guess correctly? Not quite. The high ground.
Has fallen to the dark.
Immortality.
Jive and Hakon able to wait out at the TP, but that was somewhat successful fight from Effect. Very tumbly team fight.
I'll take that as tribute.
Yeah, it was a bit
It's the first time I said tumbly team fight, but I think it has a good ring to it.
was a bit sloppy from Comanche the way they initiated it with the Omni Slash, and the puck was sort of caught out at the end there. Usually you want to initiate with puck, certainly, and then follow it up with some sort of... I mean, that's the way they've been fighting so far. They sort of lead in with the puck coil, and then they bounce around some Witch Doctor casts, and then with the ultimate they just have a lot of damage, but ultimately they couldn't take the fight on their own terms. They also didn't have any vision over that Roche pit, so that was pretty awful for them to begin with. The Bounty Hunter obviously wasn't there as well because he's dead, so I don't know, just something that Juggernaut, I just say,
TP is still not
yeah, if you're Comanche, you still probably should feel confident in this game. That was just a very unfavorable fight, and hopefully they realize that, you know, on their own high ground, it's gonna be much different. Especially again, if Effect are the ones to overextend. I think so far, most of the times when Effect has been the one initiating, they're usually the ones to lose the fight because they just overextend.
That being said, though, that last fight also gave them a few extra items. BKB was
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
and Agnept on Queen of Pain. We were talking about that earlier, so you can just Sonic Waves in a single team fight. 35.2 second cooldown.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That's pretty damn strong. Also use it to help push out waves.
Radiant's
Good for hyper
bottom
defense
tower
as a
has
result.
fallen.
So Azik pulling his weight now with these kind of items.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm gonna trade back
Radiant's
here now.
bottom tower is under attack.
Be interesting. Who flinches first?
Dire's structures
I
are
think
fortified.
Effect is gonna flinch first. I
Dire's
mean, they don't
middle
have a
tower is
DK.
under attack.
Now comes in, gets blinked on with the spin. Too much damage being done. Hakon follow up. Sans here, Sans there. Good damage here. They get the tower. Partner with the BKB coming
Radiant's
through.
bottom tower is under attack.
Can't see it just yet. The Mongrana only got a little bit off. That's all you're really looking for. Martin BKB. There's a Sonic Wave. Really doing too much. Quite enough to push Juggernaut on the end, but they did manage to set up for the Witch Doctor. Meanwhile, after they join a high ground, they're able to bring down the Dragon Knight. That's almost made it worth it here, especially if you find maybe a little bit more heroes here and there. King, once again, that age-old battle. Just like in the top lane. Happens here as well, Hakon.
Yes.
But hey, he is a puck. That's kind of the outcome you expect.
A bit lucky for them to get away on the Juggernaut as well. Juggernaut potentially also fallen. Overall, still a good fight for them. For Comanche, that is. Sure, they lost the DK and the Destructor, but they did get the tier 3. With this, they can take down the Shrines. And the BKBs on the dire side are getting lower and lower. The BKB on the Earthshaker especially is very worrisome for them, but it's down to 7 seconds now. And once the DK gets his own BKB, 10-second BKB, it's going to be really difficult for Effect to actually bring him down.
Oh, the spike carapace here! Can they finish him off though? New Scepter still comes out. Not sure if they were ready for that here, but they line up the follow-up stuns perfectly. It's a dead puck, 75 seconds on the sidelines, 20 more on the DK. Don't want to buy back until Dragonite's also reappeared, so that'll be, as a result, then maybe Rex at the very least, but no, maybe not. There's a buyback from the puck, so there's all the spells. That is one, two, I don't think it's going enough for the NJ, but they bought the BKBs, but hey, guess what? We have an Agnet Scepter, a couple of right clicks there from Arc, fine. Chip away a bit. Castle bouncing, between two of these heroes in the back. Doctor comes to ultimate now, the cat still bouncing in, that's Aegis down, Omnislash isolated on the Venomancer. She gets brought down, they will be able to find him out the second time, he has no help whatsoever. That was almost so good, but the retreat from Effect just being brought into, kind of hacked into pieces here. Off an NJ. No, not off an NJ. Zeke. He was the culprit. He had the cats following him. He's bounced right next to, blinked right next to the Venomancer. Oh no. If it wasn't for the cast, dude, that would have been a much cleaner escape. But now,
yeah, sure.
It is Comanche's turn to make the trade out of it. Instead of Rex,
Venomancer dead for 50 seconds. Even if they buy back the Razor, I'm not sure they can really deter them here. Alright, looks like they can. But, oh, Comanche's still in fighting shape, I guess? No, Dragon Form runs out. Alright, looks like they're gonna just disengage.
So range racks still favor of Effects, especially if they can get a few extra kills of themselves.
Hold the
they
DK.
should see the TP, but they've nothing cancelled between these two heroes, so instead they're looking for the top half and then
has a force
already got the control up on Dragonite, force up to the high ground here, but yeah, 4 heroes around you, a lot of AoE, and of course it's
the support Queen of Pain is absolutely hilarious. It's just a walking ultimate at this point, yeah. Because of the Aghanim Scepter. He just runs around and every time he just drops the ultimate without hesitation.
So good though, right? It's like if that's a Queen of Pain, it's really bad because that's all you do. But as a 4 position, being able to transition into something like this is just kind of at its half core essentially. It's down to.
DK, he's saving for buyback, and he's still a bit off of his BKB, but again, once he has that, it's going to be a completely different fight. The Juggernaut, he has a Divine Rapier queued up. Let's go, boys! Let's go!
It's one of these games, I guess. Look at this graph, though. This game has been remarkably even. Entire time. Even this big spike that was just down to all these buildings falling.
He might be forced into a buyback here. He can't really let this bottom match fall.
Seconds. No live another couple of seconds here. 5 seconds on that and so. Oh well. The call. Obviously, he's not dead. She about to make the mark. On top of the death ward. It's dropping very, very low, but he is still alive. Comanche. Heroes of their own. Oh, still with that in the Sonic Wave. Easy enough, but to get the control off on the Juggernaut, he will not be able to come back. Do get bot, they do get King R. Got it, but he's still battling it. Come on, pulls out the track, back to screen. Not exactly what you want, so let's
kill himself!
He killed himself with the Loader Swap, with the track on top. So Alpha Ninja makes an appearance now, 1v1 up against Dragonite. He was pretty damn strong. Do have to mind this DK, he has an MKB and everything, but ultimately too much control. Die back on him. Gem dropped, and effects. One of them bought back as well, I believe.
Yes, I believe so, and that's gonna be Rex and could potentially.
This could be game.
Radiant's bottom
tower is under attack. Enough time from that map though.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
I guess off an NG called.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Fight, but
difficult. 60 seconds on the DK.
Victory.
If he comes back, he doesn't have Dragon Form.
Would have been highly unlikely that they could turn this around after this kind of team play, but what a game. It was a lot of fun. You cannot say anything other than that. Yeah.